I think it is an invasion of privacy.
It's just turning into a surveillance state, which I don't like.
I could have passed 10 of them this morning. I don't really know.
Does it feel like an invasion of privacy to you?
I would say yes, it would be.
Doesn't sound like he's that convinced. I got to have an open mind on this. You know, there's a license plate reader, a flock camera, right up the street, and it must catch me coming and going from Channel 10, ABC 6 as well, Coastal ABC. It must catch me every day. So I can see it does help crack crime cases, but on the other hand, some people say, does it have to track you every day? So there's a debate that I think is turning, the tide is turning against flock camera license plate readers. Captain Ryan Prest is with the Narragansett Police Department, where the town council just voted to terminate the contract with flock cameras. Complaints came in, privacy concerns, and the council said pull them out. Captain, are you convinced it's the right decision? I don't want you bucking your own town council, but what do you think on this? Do you think they're a good tool?
They're an excellent tool for law enforcement. They're an excellent investigative tool. We've used them to solve cases. I know statewide, nationwide, they've assisted with solving several cases, thousands of cases. They found, recovered numerous stolen vehicles, and they are a great investigative tool. But I do understand there are questions between the balance of privacy and public safety involving them.
Did the town council ask for your input? Did you say, hey, you know, help us with this case, that case, that case? We think it's a good thing. Did the police weigh in on one way or another on this?
We did. We had a discussion at the council meeting on Monday. The chief of police spoke, as well as myself and our town manager.
So, and what's your input? Keep them, get rid of them? What did you guys, what was the recommendation?
We recommended, we would like to keep them as police officers, but we respect the democratic process, and it seemed like there was more complaints against them from the public than there were people in favor of them.
Were you aware of any specific complaints that you could tell me about? Did some guy say, hey, you know, you catch me every time I go, there's possibility of abuse? Now, you know, the Washington Post this week is reporting on about 500 law enforcement officers in other districts, other states, that abused them. One guy was tracking his girlfriend every time she came and went. I assume you've heard of that story, but what was the complaint? What are people concerned about?
There are cases. First of all, we've had license plate reader cameras since January 2025, and we never really received any complaints at all. We've utilized them for over a year and a half. Yeah. But now, as you know, nationwide, there is a push against the flock LPR technology. No specific complaints have been lodged against us, but people just feel like there's 4 cameras up now. Yeah. What's going to be next? There's people talking about drones, and could they potentially put 1,000 cameras on every street in town? Yeah,
I'm mixed. I don't know. Listen, I behave, so I'm not worried about anything, about somebody catching me at anything. Everybody knows where I am at 10 o'clock in the morning and 6 o'clock at night. There's not much happens. So when they read my license plate every time I come to Channel 10, I kind of brushed it off. But there are other people who say, well, they don't have a right to read your license plate. Jamestown, the state police put them in at the toll plaza. And, you know, there's only 2 ways on and off Jamestown. So people are saying, every time I go, you know, you have to record it. So just give voice to that, this other side of the story, if you can.
No, I understand. There's 2 sides of this. Like, as an investigator, it's been a tool, and I can tell you, the Narragansett Police has not abused this in any way, shape, or form. We've used it to solve some crimes. We've used it to find some missing, endangered people and help and have them get the help that they need. We found out there's not a lot of stolen vehicles in Narragansett, which is a good thing. But I do get it. People are concerned. The company Flock, which we use, uses AI and cutting-edge technology. Yep. And I feel like a lot of the citizens are more concerned about what the private company Flock is actually doing with the data rather than the Narragansett Police Department.
Okay, yeah, there's some, the profit drives Flock like anything else, and you got to wonder, are you selling my data? Are you doing this? Now they'll say we're doing everything above board, but nonetheless, that Washington Post article was a little illuminating today. All right, the flip side is Cranston loves them. Providence loves them. Providence, what they've got the red light cameras, they've got the school bus cameras, they've got the speed cameras, they're even talking about noise cameras at some point. So you take the last word, you can see where this is going. It's a different world, flock cameras. Understood,
and it's a great tool, and I know that our partners in Providence and Cranston utilize them more than we do. One of our town council's points they made was that we are a safe town. and we don't have a lot of crime down here. So that's one of the reasons they kind of said the town of South Kingstown next door, they just got rid of their flock cameras as well. And it's good. We're a safe community. We look forward to continuing to work with our town council. And we have a great police department, great officers, great investigators. I've worked 22 years in law enforcement. The first 20 years, we did not have license plate readers. So we will continue to do what we do and keep the residents of town safe without the use of LPR cameras.
All right, well, listen, where the waves come in Narragansett, I think the tide is turning against flock cameras, and same thing with your neighbor in SK, and we'll see how far this rolls. Captain, thanks for joining us. Have a good summer.
Anytime, Gene. Thank you very much.